Welcome to Orlando, Florida for MLG Saturday night. We're kicking it off tonight with match number 1, our 6-seeded Classic taking on the 7-seeded Final Boss. And it's time now to introduce you to our Classic lineup. They're coming in red tonight. And of course, Scott, we have Chig, who has been going off all day long. The new addition into Zoxic, the original member of Classic, Soldier 187, and their fearless leader, Ghost Ayami.
And on the other side, Chris, we have my team to watch this weekend, Final Boss. You got Ogre 2, Victory X, the new addition Tots, and the player I'm watching this weekend, Fear itself, who's actually the second most positive in this whole tournament.
Ooh, throwing out stats, taking D-Mac's job. I love it. So here we go, guys. Final Boss versus Classic. We're gearing up for game number 1 right now. And boy, is it going to be a good one. Heretic CTF. Now remember, on this game type, it's the first team to score 5 flags. There's no power weapons except for the sword top middle, so it's mostly going to be all about the battle rifles, and look for both teams to be trying to control that area, the pink tower. We're opening this game up right now with the player who did the most damage to their opponent in the round previous to this. It's Chig.
Now, when you look at what Chig has done this event, a positive 21 so far, the 4th most positive player. He's on fire.
Say those stats again. Let that sink in.
A positive 21. He's only played 9 games, so he's been consistent all game long, all tournament long. It's been pretty good so far. Highest for Classic.
And we are looking for him to get heated up here on Heretic right now. We have Ghost Ayami, Chig, and Zoxic all trying to lock down the pink tower. Meanwhile, they're sending out Soldier 187 to watch Carbine. And the player I'm going to be watching this game for Final Boss is going to be Ogre 2. Everyone in this game is going to be looking to lock down pink. But Scott, as you know back from the Halo 2 days, Ogre 2 tends to go over there.
Yeah, Ogre 2 really has a great job at controlling pink. He doesn't overcommit on any kill. He really sits in pink tower, kind of pokes out in the front, but uses his advantages, uses the height advantage.
And we saw that Victor X right now is trying to pull that flag, bring it car side. The flag is going to be returned by Zoxic, but 3 members of Classic are now down, and Final Boss is going to look to push out on car side. Right now we're checking out as Victory X is going to 3-shot Ghost Ayami, getting some help from Ogre 2 behind him, and now they're going to be pushing up. There's the kill on Chig. Fear itself is there to back him up, and you got to love the team shot we're seeing out of Final Boss today. It wasn't there last night.
Now I like it. Victory X's play right here. He's going to sit top middle. He's going to wait for his teammate to throw it up, and now he has a safe flag attempt as long as they didn't spawn car 3.
And he's going to be stopped though. So what looked like almost a guaranteed flag cap is going to go back. The flag is stuck top middle, and Chig is there to recover it. Actually, that was Zoxic we were watching, but we're staying on board with Chig, and he gets a very generous car 2 spawn.
Yeah, and the beauty of watching this Classic squad is every team at the 5-team LAN could not beat them in this game type. This is the only game type they took in the money match versus Final Boss. So it's interesting to see how they play in tourney.
And you know what I was talking to Ghost Ayami about was I was asking him, why were you guys so strong in this game type? And he said, you know, as Team Classic, we really prefer the small maps, Amplified, Heretic, the maps where we can use our team shot. So we'll see if that comes into effect later. So far, I've kind of just seen Classic win their individual battles. Now you're seeing the teamwork in pink too. So Zoxic, the only member alive from Team Classic. The rest of the teammates killed in pink too. He's going to wait on Chig to come back and support him as he goes up to P3. Let's see how Chig plays this. It looks like he's going to go clear out car side.
And that's what he should be doing right now. You can't overload pink because then someone can sneak in from car. But if you go carbine side, you can take them by surprise and put shots into the guys pink too.
And again, 3 down for Classic. So D-Mac, I'm really watching this Classic squad over here, but what's going on with Final Boss?
Well, when you're looking at Final Boss right now, they're all set up on the pink side. And it's interesting. They're holding 3 people on one side, and they're really looking for the flank with Victory X on the carbine side, and that's why they were able to take all of Classic down right there.
All right, well, we're now watching Final Boss and Ogre 2 on your screen. You see the flag pink 1. Ogre 2 is going to be the flag runner coming off his spawn. And this will be the first capture. Remember, they failed twice, and there we go. So Final Boss, the first team on the board.
And they've really changed their identity this tournament. When you look at Final Boss now, Victory X and Fear itself are the 2 main slayers on the team. In fact, when you combine their stats, they've been positive 56 together as a duo. That's the highest duo in this game so far. So they've been very effective so far this tournament.
And right now, 3 members from Final Boss finally dead. All 4 down. We're going to switch back over to Team Classic here. We have Soldier 187 set up in pink 2, and we have Chig pushing into the Final Boss base from Carbine side. And Soldier is going to be taken down in P2. You see his teammate, that's Tizoxic with the JO3. He's sitting up on Sword Spawn, and he is the heaviest target. He's going to be taken down as well. So back and forth, these slaying battles are going. It seems whichever team takes control of P3, Scott, is really getting about 3 of the other opponents dead.
And the thing is Final Boss is so good at taking over pink control. They send 2 guys up, and they leave the guy in their window to put shots in. And then as soon as Classic overcommits, they get control and they cap.
And what they did there, Scott, was they had that pink tower. They got 3 down, and they sent Fear itself in to grab the flag. Now we're watching, though, it's already 2-0 for Final Boss. We're watching as Ghostyami from Classic is start to focusing on the objective. He snuck into Final Boss's base, and he grabbed that one. More of just a distraction play here, but I expect him to be all over FB's base if Classic can start winning their individual battles.
Yeah, Ghost really needs to get under their base. As soon as he can get under their base, he'll be a distraction, and his teammates can get into a groove. It's very important if you're Ghostyami to get Tizoxic and Chig into a groove to where they're going to dominate this game.
And that's what he does as a team captain. You don't expect Ghostyami to go off statistically. In fact, he's one of the most negative players in this tournament so far. He's negative 18 throughout this tournament, but it's all about the dirty work. He's still the most important piece to this puzzle.
That's right. Stats don't always tell the big picture. D-Mac just told you what he does. And watch Tots. Got to love his movement there with the flag. Cuts out into car 1, goes back up. I thought he was going to be safe getting back to the base. He's going to be taken down, but don't worry because you have Victory X and Fear itself still alive, and Victory X is going for the flag run.
This is a completely different Final Boss than we saw Friday night. I mean, clearly it was because they 3-0'd straight ripping, but this team is actually aggressive. They are getting caps after caps. If their backs aren't up against the wall, this is an impressive team.
And what I like is they're not necessarily going for setups. They're kind of just throwing themselves in the right positions this game.
It's really confidence when you really look at it. It's much more confident Final Boss. They're going to play their play style. They're going to play their game, and they're not scared now. They're aggressive, like you said, Scott.
And here we go. We have Victor X, the last member alive for Final Boss, trying to run the flag. Tots is coming off the respawn to help him out on car side, and that is perfect because that's going to help Fear itself and Ogre 2 spawn near him.
Wow.
And now they have all 4 members alive here, and they're going to be able to put in this 4th flag quite possibly. It's in the hands of Ogre 2. You see him on your screen. He's got to dodge the grenades, though. Soldier 187 and Chig are hunting him down, and Ogre 2 puts it in 4-0. Guys, Final Boss is coming out on fire.
And Classic cannot get control. Victory X is absolutely playing out of his mind, and so is Fear itself. These guys are going to hold this team together. As long as Tots and Ogre 2 are grabbing the flag, this team's easily going to take the series.
And they finally shaped themselves as a team. You know, you have the duo, the 2 main slayers, you have the objective-minded player in Tots, and then you have the leader in Ogre 2. Very complete play from Final Boss.
And right now we're switching over to Fear itself. Scott, your player to watch this weekend. He's been hot so far today, and he's playing pretty darn well in game 1 of this match.
Yeah, and I was talking to him before this event started, and I said, which side do you prefer, pink or car? And he said, pretty much I just go wherever my teammates aren't, and that way I can clean up the kills because they normally weaken everyone for me.
And here we go. He's got the car spawn helping out Victory X with the kill on Chig. We switched over to Zoxic, who is inside of the Final Boss base. He's got Soldier 187 in front of him. They're going to try and double team Ogre 2, who just spawned car 2. And now it's going to be Tizoxic versus who's got the flag on Final Boss side. It doesn't matter. Ghostyami is there to get the return, and they're going to keep this one going. Classic trying to get their first cap of the game. And Victor X has a perfect grenade before he dies, stopping the flag short. Soldier 187 is there, but he's got grenades at his feet as well. The flag stopped inches away, but Chig is right there to put it in. So it's now 4-1. Classic finally on the board. Final Boss cannot pull a straight ripping, though. They cannot let the other team come back and get 5 caps straight. And we're going to listen in for a little bit with this Classic squad. I want to see what they can do. Can they feed off of that momentum they just gained with that last flag cap?
Yeah, ping 2 again. And there's 2 ping 2. His face. One space, face, and I don't know what last. Pink one, drop behind you. Yeah, pink one right now. Victory shots. Hey, it's on needle sweep. 2 their flags, do it. All right, Nate. Over 2, and 2 in that front, 2 in there. Our fucking pink right now. There's a pink stone. Pink flag right now. Pink flag, Jeff. Guard 2, Fear. 2 guys guard 2. Nice, Joe. Pink 3, guys.
They're slide.
Let's try pink 3.
Choose one shot.
Let's go. 3 dead. Watch pink 1, watch pink 1.
And here we go, guys, coming out of the listen-in for this play. Ogre 2 grabbing the flag and running it in 5-1. Final boss is pumped. All right, so final boss coming out hot. Look at the stats. Victory X and Fear Itself, I guess you could say those are the slayers on the team. Ogre 2 and Tots, they did the objective work, and they take the W.
They really have it figured out as a team exactly what roles each player wants to play, and that's why they're clicking.
All right, so there you see it. Final boss taking game 1. We're going into game 2 coming up next.